Yes, my name is Karungo wa Thangwa, born and bred in Ngewa Ward, the Ngori constituency. Of course, that's where I went to school, Metahato Primary School. After that, I joined Mother of Apostle Seminary in Eldoret. That's where I did my high school studies. And I did a diploma in broadcasting. But of course, I got a degree way later. A chance to be an MCA and a bit of money. And then I enrolled at Nairobi University, or University of Nairobi. So having done all that, I've worked as a radio broadcaster with Kameme FM. I've worked with Morori FM, I've worked with Bukena FM, and also with China Radio International. China Radio International is a Chinese broadcasting corporation. So I worked there for 3 years in Beijing. That is between 2007 to 2010-11, around there. Then I came back home. And when I came back home, I decided it's time to serve my people in a different capacity. Because having done all that internationally, locally, working with the community, because a journalist, serves people and serves the interest of the people. So I decided it's time now to do the same, but in government. Because having worked as a journalist, you learn a lot, what the people are going through. Your work is just to highlight their problems. So now I wanted to solve that problem. So having come from China, I ran for MCA in Ngewa. I think I'm the first MCA from Ngewa Ward. And we executed our mandate very well between 2013 and 2017. And the people told me, whatever you have done as an MCA, can you try to do that as our senator? So I ran for senator in 2017. And of course I won in every aspect. But I was never sworn in, so I was never sworn in. Taking you way back to Metahato Primary School, where I went to school. My father was a primary school teacher, but he passed on when I was 13 years old. So being a child from a family of a teacher, you'd think that you'd really embrace, you'd really go to nice schools, you'd really have that kind of better life. But it was the opposite, Teachers then, I don't know, even today, they don't get what they're supposed to get. So having come from such a family of 13, I am number 13. So I grew up just like a normal young child in the village, alongside poverty. But of course, we couldn't lack something to eat because my mother then was a farmer. We always call them a farmer, but there was nothing to farm because you see it's a plot of 50 by 100. So I don't know whether we should call her a farmer. But together with my brothers and my sisters, they raised us very well. And we had to overcome a lot of challenges because people would want you to behave like you have everything that you need. As a child whose father was a teacher, so in the society, people would think that you guys are doing well, but we were not. So it was just kind of a normal life within the village. And that's why I really understand when somebody says that if you want to assist the community, you should start all the way from the ground going up. Because for us, we grew up knowing that probably poverty is not poverty, it's a way of life. You could come and tell me, why are you going to school without shoes? What do you want me to do? That's the life. That's how we do it. Even when we get shoes, we only wore them on Sunday going to church. All right? But on a normal day, on a Monday, Tuesday, all the way to Saturday, you keep that shoe away from you, because even if you wear it, you are an outcast in the society. Because I would think, una maringo mingi sana unavaa kiatu on a Wednesday. Yeah, on a weekday. So that's how we grew up. And of course, I would say that it was normal then. But now that we understand, it wasn't normal. We had problems. So that's why, as I was telling you, I decided now it's time to run for office and show my people it's not normal. Help them to get out of that normal they think it's normal. Okay? So, and after I ran for office, yes, of course, we have tried to do that. But I would say that we were not able to achieve what we wanted to achieve. And sometimes I always say, I think I'm the firstborn of the bottom up. I think I got to understand the bottom up approach way before everybody else. Because my office was under a tree in the market, you know, listening to Mama Mboga as they sell their mbogas. So as I was an MCA, I could interact with them. So I really wanted to understand their problem from way bottom and try to assist them. So I'm really happy when now we have somebody who is spearheading that, who is our Deputy President, William Ruto. He's now spearheading that kind of approach. Let's go way back from where we started, and together we rise as we try to support the society. Yes. I wanted to really be in a position where I'm making the decisions right for my people. And since I wanted to learn how to, it's not that I could not have run for senator even before I ran for MCA, but I wanted to start from somewhere. Because even going all around the world, then coming back to the village and starting again, is because I wanted to grow with my people. You know, the bottom up. You see where it's coming from, the bottom up. So I start from MCA, then I go to the senator, then I go to the governor, then after governor we know what to do. But within that short period, because my plan was 5-5-5, so it's only that in between there was a break of 5 years. But I believe this time round the people have seen they made a mistake. Actually, they never made a mistake. Something happened in between that we are all conned of our leadership. So that's actually what drove me to wanting to be in that kind of leadership and to be in the senatorial, at the Senate. So that, you see, is a big house. So whatever I've learned as an MCA, when I'm in the Senate, I'm able to implement, and I'm also able to help the MCAs understand how things work. Because I'm also, when they see an MCA became a senator, you're somehow also assisting their thinking and understanding we too can make it. But if we run for MCA forever and ever, I mean, we can't help. Yeah. I really and I truly understand when I hear somebody say the bottom up, when I hear somebody say the common wananchi, when I hear somebody say that person in the village need to be thought of in a different way. And that's why I actually joined UDA, because that is what I've always believed, and that is what I've always been fighting for. So I'm really happy when I hear the leaders are saying that we are going to effect that one. So that if you cannot help, probably my issue in the village level, the issue is not probably even electricity. The issue is not even probably roads. All they want is water, food, and good education. So if you work with the basics, then everything will fit in. You know, if you start from the basic, that person can get some food. If you have food, you can think. If you have food, you can move from one place to another. If you have food and your children are in school, you will be able to even bring change within your society, the way you dress, the way you look, the way you clean up, you know. So if we go back to the basics, that is where we are going to help this nation. So that's what I'm saying. I'm really happy that the Deputy President came along to say that is where we need to start. And that is what so many of us have always believed in. I think this is a good opportunity to talk to you, residents of Kiambu County. We are so many, 12 constituencies, 60 wards. You know what we did in 2017. We voted for the best senator in Kiambu, that is me. But things happened the way they happened. We don't want to go back there. But this time we have a better chance, because now we understand what they did and we're not going to give them another chance to do what they did. So I'm looking for your vote as you nominate me to be your senator under UDP.